About compound inequalities on a number line. So just like before when we were graphing on a number line, when we had like less than, greater than, equal to, less than or equal to, it's going to be the same thing, except you're going to have an or an and statement, and you're going to graph it together on the same number line. So for this first example, we have x is less than or equal to 1, or x is greater than 5. So I'm going to circle that word or here because that's really important. We're dealing with or. And what we're going to do is we're going to graph these. Or statements always kind of look like this way, and you're going this way. Opposite directions, like I'm going to have cupcakes or I'm going to have ice cream. I'm going to go for a swim or I'm going to go for a walk. It's kind of like that decision of like one thing or the other. So for this kind of question, we are going to graph the first thing we see. X is less than or equal to 1. So I'm going to go to 1 on my number line, and it's it's less than or equal to. So we are going to need to have a dot and then color it in because it's closed, meaning it's included. And we notice it's pointing that way. So what we're going to do is we are going to make an arrow. I know on IXL they have you shading, but for this I'm just going to make an arrow so you guys can see it. And now it says or. So I'm going to take a different color. And this time I'm going to go to 5, and it's greater than. There's no line underneath, so that means I just need an open circle at 5. And then we notice the arrow is pointing, right? It's greater than. It's pointing to the right. Okay, so x is less than or equal to 1, and x is greater than 5. These are showing you all the numbers that are included in the set. 1 all the way, all these numbers to the left, and then not including 5, but everything after 5 and to the right is included. Okay, so number 2. Number 2 says -3 is less than x, less than 3. So the and statements are kind of tricky, but there is a trick to these. So when we're solving these kind of and statements, so I'll write and. So and is going to be the arrow going this way and the arrow going this way, like kind of like touching each other. That's what these are going to look like. So to start off, we want to start with x is greater than -3. So that's the confusing part, is you have to read it backwards, that x is greater than -3. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the -3 first. So go to -3, and -3 is right here, and it's going to be open. And then to make this a little bit easier for the first time, I'm then going to go to 3, and I'm going to notice it's going to be open as well. And I'm going to draw a circle. Now the trick to this is we know it's going to look like this, where they're going to go back and forth. Because it says x is less than 3, right? It's pointing this way. So we know this direction is going this way. And then the other one, it really says x is greater than -3. If you're reading it backwards, that's what it's really saying to you. So if you're here, it's really pointing to the right. So then these are going to end up connecting. Okay, they end there, right? Because the only things that are included is anything -3 isn't included, and 3 is not included, but anything in between is included in this statement. So, like, for instance, I ate between 1 and 3 cookies today. Okay, so that would be your example. Okay, and then I have some more examples down here, but I'm going to let you guys try these two. So if I can scroll down, but I think I'm stuck. Okay, so if you scroll down, there's 2 more examples for you guys to try and see if you can do them. And I'm just going to check them just to see if you did them. Good luck.